Hey guys, this is the Scott Gailor Trio. My name is Scott Gailor. I am going to make a quick guitar change for y'all to go back into different tuning. Want to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for whatever y'all are doing tonight. So give me a minute. Let me switch guitars and we'll be right there. Actually, I'm going to do a quick tune just to be safe while we're waiting for y'all. So, don't forget at the end of this, you can ask us questions. You can ask me gear questions. You can ask Harvey questions. You can ask Jim questions. Anybody questions. You can ask everybody and anybody questions. So there's a lot of stuff we can do. All right, I am now officially in tune. By the way, I hate headstock tuners live, but my board tuner is not here today. So here we go. I guess I should introduce the song. This song is Irish Exit. It is off my second CD called Irish Exit. Fun story. The album cover itself is the scanner at the Philadelphia airport because they thought I had a bomb in my guitar case. True story. And they wanted me to delete that photo, but I sent it to the cloud already. So I won. Okay, so that was My True North. That was my first guitar solo in both Remington, Scrooge, and Kid Havoc. It has been around forever. It has been through many changes, and it is probably my favorite instrumental I've ever written. So there you go. Next up is Scarlet A Noir, which is also off my second solo CD, Irish Exit. Okay, next song is called 17 Hands. If you're from the hometown where I'm from, you'll understand the title. It is actually the size of a horse. 17 Hands is also a big-ass horse, so there you go. I don't know why I called it that. It just, it is what it is. Here we go. Ready? Take a second to introduce everybody here. This is my bass player, Harvey Phillips, on the bass. He's shy, don't mind him. This man needs no introduction. My brother from another mother, Mr. Jim McCourt. My name is Scott Gailor, and this is the Scott Gailor Trio. I hope you're enjoying yourself. All right, this was the first release off my first record, Technicolor Monochrome. It's a song called G-Body Shuffle. It is a car reference. I'm a huge car nut. Some of you will get that reference, some of you won't, but it is in the key of G, so there's that. The one thing I like about frontmen is there's never dead air, but I'm not a frontman, so there you go. Or there is always, Jim and I play with somebody who used to like to really ramble.
Funny, so did me and Jim.
Next song I'd like to dedicate to Chris the Animal Deneen. Chris was my best friend and my tech for the better part of 20 years. So pay attention, boys and girls. Don't get into stupid shit you can't get out of. All right, here we go. right, guys, this is our last song. This song is actually called St. Mark's Place. It is a new title on a very old song. I want to take a second and thank Dean Guitars, Groove Gear, GHS Strings, Swiss Picks, Stone Tone Rock Blocks. God, say that 3 times fast. Floyd Rose, Boss, Chase Bliss, Eventide, Custom Pedal Boards, Creation, Tsunami. Who am I forgetting? Eventide, Mezza Boogie. Who? I already thanked you guys on the last song, but I'll thank you again in a minute. Anyways, if I forgot you, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Big thanks to my trio. Again, Mr. Harvey Phillips on bass guitar. One of my best friends in the world, one of the best drummers I've ever played with, Jim McCourt, on the kit. Like to say thank you to Live Music Community 561, and a big shout out to Mr. Ben, my old School of Rock roommate, who introduced me to this wonderful place and these wonderful people. Big shout out, of course, to my wife and my wonderful mother, who turns 93 this year. I don't want to ever get that old, but I love you, Mom. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. Stick around. We're going to answer questions, and I'm going to rehydrate before I die.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Kelsey. Welcome to Live Music Community. We just wrapped up a live stream with the Scott Gailor trio. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
There was a lot of shredding going on here. If you didn't tip the band, shame on you. There is a link in the description of this video. Yes, we need money. We need money. See, he can't even get a real shirt, guys. Just click the link in the description of this video, and you could tip the band if you enjoyed the show. Now, if this is your first time joining us, it's very cool, this chat, because it's actually interactive. We have a screen right in front of us, so if you're watching, feel free to ask any question you want, good, bad, personal. We're ready to answer them all. If you guys... some people might not have seen you before. Drums and Rums was one of them. Have I been living under a rock? Why have I not heard of these guys before? So let's introduce ourselves to everyone. What instrument you play? And your name.
Quick reason you haven't heard us, because we started doing this trio. I've done this gig in Nashville, California, New York, etc., playing the backing tracks, doing trade shows, various shows. Decided I wanted a band, so I got together with my guys, and the problem was right before COVID, we had stuff lined up to go play around local Palm Beach County stuff, and then, well, you guys all know the drill after that. So my name is Scott Gailor. I'm the guitar player, and yeah, there you go.
All right, you're going to have to just introduce your
Harvey
name.
Phillips, I play bass.
All right, Harvey didn't want to talk. He specifically asked for not to have a mic.
Hi, I'm Jim. I play the drums. I like long walks on the beach and jazz music.
And no sleeves.
And yeah.
He
But
does
the
not-
message, I don't have sleeves, but the message is sincere and legit.
He does not like
The
jazz.
drummer's always right. In case you didn't know that, now you know. Drums and Rums.
He can't even spell
Drummer's always
jazz.
right, clearly. That's my people out there.
Drums and Rums, you were called out. So this was your first time at Live Music Community. What was your favorite part about the live stream?
I mean, it's completely a pro setup. We've done this, now this is our third live stream, right? We did the one at the warehouse, we did one somewhere else in here. You know, this is... Jim and myself are spoiled. We've got to do a lot of big venues, a lot of national act stuff. Matter of fact, we did national act stuff openers together in a different band, my old band. And, you know, it's nice to have a sound check and a stage and all that. We got all that. We had sound checks. We have monitors. We have professional equipment. We have cameras, not iPhones. I mean, this is a pro setup. I mean, it's like it should be. It's the way it should be for everybody.
Absolutely. And we just have a lot of horns in the chat, but feel free to ask a question. Mia River says, that's my dad.
That's him.
That's my kiddo, Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
Almost time for bed. No, just kidding.
Oh, man, he's catching you.
And guys, I can't, so I'm going to have to rely on these guys to read it because I don't have my glasses or my contacts in, so I don't see anything but a blur. So I don't know who's there and who's not there, but hi to everyone.
Nothing but pure rock and roll back there. Don't even worry about it.
Well, fire and horn.
Can't see a damn thing.
So let's dive into this pedal board because I am just blown away. And
yeah.
Tell me about, this is quite the setup. I don't know if we could pan to this right here.
Well, here, quick shout to 561 Music. We actually did a whole video with 561 with Ben and Hector on this board. Well, on a variation of this board. A couple things have changed since then. This is a custom pedal board made out of the UK from Custom Pedal Boards UK. It's a flip top. So, Jim, can you flip that really quick? Just lift it up. You won't hurt it, I promise.
Oh, careful, Jim, careful.
So you can hide everything underneath, including more
wow.
stuff, including all the power. Completely flyable ATA, all that good stuff. The full brains.
What's this button do? What's this button do?
You know what the best part
This
about
looks
this?
important. Ding, ding,
He
ding, ding.
literally could do that, and I hit one button, it all goes back because
to
it's all safety.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's completely flyable live-in board. Pretty much everybody I'm endorsed by is sitting on there. So there's Boss, Eventide, Chase Bliss, Keeley, Dunlop. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, and they're going to beat me up for it. But it's my workhorse. And the thing is, it's flyable. It's under 50 pounds, and it can fit in an overhead, or it can go underneath. It's battle-proof. It's got ATA locks. Junction box, so I can always 4-cable method. Or I could actually take that out to front of house with no amp at all and use the D&M drive as a preamp.
So you need two people with a key to open it at the same time?
Not if you're me.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
All right, checking in with the chat real quick, and we'll go back. Mandy, more Harvey. Okay.
Go to bed, Mandy.
Jeffrey, almost time for Harvey to go to bed, too. Okay.
Don't say it far.
Robert says, Rob in Loxahatchee wants to know who is the bass player's favorite bass player.
Oh, that would be Billy Sheehan. I've idolized Billy since I was a wee lad, and I know that's. I don't know. It just looks cool.
It feels so right though, doesn't it?
Anyway, the answer is Billy Sheehan.
Billy Sheehan for me too.
All right.
I'll get an answer. Steve Harris, of course.
What about me?
After Harvey.
Oh, thank you.
Steve's number 2. Sorry, Steve.
Sorry, Steve.
I know you're watching.
All right. Tell me now. You have this amazing pedal board, but what got you into that whole obsession of tone and just going back and forth and building the perfect model?
Okay, so I worked for a big box guitar company forever, for 10 years, ran the place, blah, blah, blah. One of the reasons I got hired is because I could do this stuff, and they would send me to other stores to train people and train employees on how to sell these things because they're cool and they make money and all that good stuff. So when I left that job, a couple companies stepped up and said, hey, why don't you come just play guitar for us at trade shows? And I was like, wait, you're going to pay me to play guitar at a trade show? And that's kind of how it started. And I've always chased tone. I mean, I've been playing in the studio since I was 17 and back at ERK in New York. And Ernie Albert, the guy who ran ERK, was big on that, was always important on where we placed the mic, what guitar we used on what track and why. Why are we using this overdrive pedal, not this? What, we don't add chorus on the just all the stuff that you need to learn. And so I was surrounded by great people, and then two of my best friends are sitting on there, Robert Keeley and Joel from Chase Bliss. I mean, those guys, Robert's the godfather of this thing, and Joel's like my little brother, so I get to pick their brains. And part of the coolest thing I get to do is I do beta testing for companies. I can't tell you who I beta test for because that's all NDA stuff, but I get this stuff way before it comes out, and I get to beat it to death and make sure that it works and how it sounds and what it does, and then tell them, okay, this is good, that's bad, that kind of stuff.
Very cool. What advice would you have for someone who's like, hey, I just started guitar, you blew me away with your performance, I want to start doing, what would you recommend, like getting into it and understanding everything, not just...
I would say, okay, I'll give it to like the parent speech. So if you're going to, if you've got a parent coming and their kid wants a guitar, Jim's daughter wants a guitar, I'm going to tell
Not
them...
my kid, she better play drums.
Okay. Anyway,
She's going
so
to adoption
she wants the
clinic.
guitar. And I would sell her kind of either a Fender pack or a Line 6 pack because of the amplifier in it, whether it be a Boss Katana, a Fender Mustang, or a Line 6, because there's all the sounds in there. That great big pedal board, all those sounds are in the cheaper stuff. Now, they're not great. They're not going to sound fantastic, but it's a way to... It's like going to a buffet. You can try a few things, see what you like, see what you don't like. So when your child starts,
It's the introduction.
Yeah, and says, hey, Mom, you know what? I love fuzz, which is that brown pedal on the floor, but I hate overdrive, which is the orange pedal. So you don't go to the store and the guy, Guitar Center, says, oh, well, we want the orange pedal because, that's the more expensive one. Well, my kid wants the fuzz.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't want the fuzz. He wants, you don't want carpet, you want area rug kind of thing. So
yeah.
it's, you kind of know what you're going into. And other than get the kid a guitar stand because the guitar needs to be out. If it's out, they're going to play it. If not, they're going to play on their phone or their Xbox or their tablet. They're going to do anything but pick it up. If there's work involved and they have to go take it out of a case or something, they're not going to play it.
There you go. Me and River says you all did an amazing job.
Thank you, Chloe. Wait, that is Chloe, right?
That's Chloe.
Okay. Well, he does have 2 daughters, so I don't want to make sure I got the right one.
Okay.
Hi, Charlotte,
Do you
if
want?
you're
Yeah,
watching.
I think you should
Chloe
give a
and
shout
Charlotte,
out to both, so you don't get in
Both
trouble
future
here.
drummers.
Not if I have any to do with it.
Both going to play drums.
So tell
You're
me about
grounded.
instrumental songs. What is your favorite part about them, other than the obvious someone's not singing?
Okay, so when I started playing guitar, my first teacher was a guy named Ricky Bruno in upstate New York. He played with Frank Zappa for like 10 minutes, and he had a really unique approach to the instrument. And I had already been through a few teachers. I played piano, I've played violin, and I was really, really into playing guitar. Like, I wanted to play guitar. And he turned me on to like Michael Schenker and Jeff Beck and Frank Zappa, of course, but he also turned me on to guys like Weather Report and Jaco Pastorius and made me understand music. He wouldn't teach me songs. So if I wanted to learn a song, I had to go learn it. Use your ears. It wasn't, and I'm old. It's pre-tab, folks. There wasn't tab yet, okay? So later on, I'd always played in glam bands. Big hair, spandex running around, great stuff, which always had shred guitar players, but I always wanted to make an instrumental record. So I met Jim, I want to say 2004, 5, at a Guitarmageddon.
Yeah,
That
well,
I
it might have been earlier than that, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I had
where
won.
it was, right?
Yeah, I won Guitarmageddon In Florida, I won the South region. I made it to the final 9 guys in the country, and I lost a half a point to go to the final 3. In that process, I was like, you know what? Because it was an instrumental contest. I was like, I'm going to make an instrumental record. Right away, Kid Havoc picked up. My old band got a crappy deal, and we put out a couple records and played some shows. And Jim filled in on some shows for that. And we had to do some cool stuff. Play with Yngwie, Cinderella. I don't know what version of Skid Row. Extreme, King's X, all sorts of stuff.
Poison?
Poison.
Okay,
Yeah.
very cool.
Poison and Rat and all that. Forgot about that. How did I forget that one? Yngwie. But I always wanted to do instrumental. That was my thing. I always had an instrumental solo in the set. And I wanted to do, because of the whole Shrapnel Records thing, I wanted to do an instrumental so bad. And I kept putting it off because Kid Havoc owed another record. So as soon as that second record was done, I was like, okay, I'm doing a record. And I got together with Dan Colombo at Iceman Studios with Patrick. And Dan and Patrick helped me, and we just went. I played everything on it except for drums. We programmed the drums. On the last Kid Havoc record, I played everything but the drums. It's just kind of in the nature of things. Well, we had in fairness, we had a drummer
Jim's
program
heart's
the
broken
drums.
over here.
He wasn't
Hey,
available.
do you like my record? No, there's no drums on it. No drums.
Okay, he's not going to tell you this, but he wasn't available. So let's.
Listen.
This goes back. This is
kind
like
of talent is in
dirt
demand.
under the
It's
rug
like
we're bringing
I don't
up.
have a lot of free time. Okay.
Anyway, so I ended up getting a deal off of that. Did 2 records, Irish Exit, which is the second one. I'm working on the third one now, and the first record did really, really well. I got a Editor's Choice Award from Goldmine Magazine. I got I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff. I got a guitar player and all that good stuff. So I just love the idea of creating music and melody and creating emotion and passion, because so many people will tell you, oh, there's no emotion in shred guitar. There's no emotion in instrumental music. And I call bullshit.
That's the most emotion.
Well, but also, how are you to tell someone what they're feeling when they're playing? And this goes for the same thing for a pop song. Who's the same, the guys in Muse or the guys in Coldplay? Yeah, Yellow is a stupid song, but he might really be into that song. That might be his jam. Yellow might be
It means
his
something
thing.
that we have no clue.
Right. So music does 2 things. It moves you in both directions. You either love it or you hate it. And if it's in the middle, then it didn't do its job.
Ooh, I like that one. Did we zoom in on that? Melissa says, badass trio. Can't wait for an in-person show.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yo, any clubs out there? Actually, you know what? It's not fair. You guys didn't notice. I haven't talked to you about it yet. We did get an offer the other night. But
do tell.
It was a last minute on the spot, but Jim was playing in one of his other bands, and so we couldn't do it, which is fair. It was a surprise, like, hey, can you play tonight? So it's better than what I have been getting, which is like, nobody wants to see instrumentals. I disagree.
Bull. I don't know if we could curse here, so I'm just going to say bull.
I think between Jim's old band's followings and my old band's followings, I think we just put butts in the seats just because of that regardless. So
Get people from the homeless shelters.
I think, well, yeah, that,
Harvey. All right.
free food.
That's where they found me.
But I mean, I would love to. I think it's, I think there's no reason why it shouldn't be. I've been in the Florida scene longer than I'd like to admit, and we went from having a thriving original music scene with tons of places to play and clubs that really cared about original music to now nothing. You've got propaganda and props to propaganda, no pun intended. You got respectable occasionally. You got Swampgrass. I don't know if I'm leaving anybody else out because I really don't get out of the house much anymore. So, but there are, you need original bands to make cover bands. What are cover bands going to play? Are you going to keep playing Mustang Sally for the next fucking 40 years? Are you? Because nobody wants to hear it. I promise you that. And I'm going to get killed for that, I'm sure. I just love playing music, and this is the music that I'm playing now, and I'm not going to change. So if you want to see it, please, we'd love to come play wherever you want us to play. You just got to let us play.
All right, real quick to the chat. Melissa wants to know, is the bass player single? And the drummer is pretty hot, too.
Not the first time I heard that. I don't know about the bass player part, but
I am not single.
He is not single. No. All right, before we wrap up, where can everyone find you? Where can they stalk you? Where can they get ready for these shows?
I have a pretty unique name. There's only 3 of me in the world. If you type in my name legitimately, there's 3 of us in the world. 1 in Ireland, 1 in the States, and 1 in Australia. So I'm pretty easy to find. It's so funny to say that out loud. Somebody pointed that out to me. So there's scottgailor.com, tonejunkiechronicles.com. There's YouTube, there's still the MySpace. Is there?
Does anybody remember their MySpace password, or
Oh,
are we all just locked
no,
out?
I have
We're all
no
locked
idea.
out.
Twitter. There's a Pinterest for pedal nerds. I occasionally take like high, crazy quality photos of pedals. I don't know why. And there's what am I missing, Jim?
Facebook.
Oh yeah, of course, Facebook, Instagram. All the standard stuff. And if you're at a trade, if you're watching this and you're not in the state of Florida, if there's a guitar trade show in your town, I'll probably be there as well. So I'm pretty easy to find.
All right, guys. Well,
What about Jim? Where can we find Jim?
oh, Jim, we want to find you.
I'm on Facebook. Look me up. Follow all my bands. Any band
All 19 of them.
I'm in Metaluscious, Made of Metal. If you have metal in your name, I'm in the band. And if you're going to start a band with a metal in the name, I'm your guy. So hit me up on Facebook.
Find Jim. Harvey?
I'll be panhandling on Okeechobee Military, so
All
you
right.
can find me.
Catch Harvey for his shift. He's going to go there tomorrow morning. Okeechobee Military. No, we're kidding. I'm Kelsey with Live Music Community. Thanks for watching, guys. This video will be on the YouTube under Live Music Community if you want to rewatch it. And best part, you could always tip. You could tip tonight. You could tip a month from now. That link's going to be up there. Show some support. Support the bands. And if you want to come do a live stream, livemusiccommunity.com. I believe we're booked for the next 4-5 weeks. But hey, you could get in here, livemusiccommunity.com. We'll see you next Sunday at 7 for another live stream.
Thank you, guys. See ya.